That's what I call locked and loaded.
Not too shabby.
Hi.
Beats actually working for a living, I guess.
I work damn hard to keep this place afloat, and then you waltz in.
Thanks for not
Breathers.
killing us.
Buzz off.
Nothing
I
but
guess
a
bunch of parasites.
There aren't folks at this Nuka world you can shake down?
Who did I piss off to get this detail?
You'll get your supplies.
You'll get
right?
your supplies,
Just
all right?
leave the place
Just
alone.
leave the place alone.
Hey
Don't
there.
worry, you'll get your cut.
Wish
Though
I
I
didn't
can't
have to
promise
work for
it
my
won't get
meals.
dropped a couple of times during delivery.
Must be someone else's turn to babysit the dirt scratchers.
Thanks for not killing us, I guess.
Work damn hard to keep this place afloat. Waltz in.
This place is off limits. You'd best move along.
Edward Deegan sent me. I'm looking for a missing package.
Oh, you're the new girl. So this package... Pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
So you've just been waiting for me to show up to do something about those assholes.
As far as I remember, I don't answer to you. And yeah, we were waiting for you. That's your job, to deal with unexpected problems that come up. My job is to make sure nobody gets into this place.
That's true. Edward wouldn't have hired me if he thought you could have done the job.
Throwing a lot of attitude for the new gal. I guess we'll see soon enough if you're just blowing smoke or not.
Only opens with a key.
What do you want now?
What is this package, anyway?
It's a metal case, holding vials of serum. What is it? I don't know and I don't care. They pay the bills, I just work here. Are we done here?
Nothing else.
Okay.
called shooting straight.
You never know what you'll find.
That's it.
Interesting. The structure in this condition might contain pristine pre-war artifacts. We should search it carefully.
That is not acceptable. Imogene is missing and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
Do you know where she is?
So did you find out what happened to the
Your
courier?
sister is missing and I want her found.
When
What
do I
else
get
is
paid?
Edward for?
We'll
Not
get to
keep the
that.
family safe.
First, I need to know what happened to the
Better
courier.
things to do than sending someone out to find Imogene.
Hardly
Again.
worth my time.
Imogene is
Just a
out
few
there.
raiders who
Maybe
ambushed him.
even locked in a
I don't
den.
like
And
raiders
you don't
operating
even
so
care.
close to
I'm not going
Parsons.
to have Edward
I
drop
hope this isn't the
everything
start of
just
something
because
serious.
he decided to
What
take a lover
about the
again.
serum he was
How
carrying?
dare you speak
Did you
to
get
your
any of it
sister,
back?
not your sister. I can't believe you don't care what happened
There was
to
only
your
this
sister.
one vial left.
Oh, good. I was afraid we wouldn't get any of it back. Here's your pay for the job. I'm throwing in a little bonus for bringing back the serum.
Imogene?
That was good work. Now, as far as what's next. Oh, hell. I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it.
Right now.
Come on.
Imogene's babysitter. If she chooses to go off without telling
Amazing.
anyone, that's her business.
It's as if time itself has avoided this place.
I don't think you're even listening to me, Jack.
Mother, will you let it go?
Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Imogene.
Thank you, Edward. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, here's all we got back of the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got the rest of it, I'm sorry to say.
Ah, good. Finally. This will help settle Mother down.
Imogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Great. The sister's even crazier than Jack.
She's not crazy. She just wants the world to be a different place than it really is. I don't know where she's gone, but I can give you a place to start. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor, at the jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
I know the third rail. I'll ask around there.
Ah, you're back. Do you need something?
How'd your father manage to travel to Arabia with the whole world blown to hell?
Ah, well, that was before the war, when he was a young man.
Come on. The war was 200 years ago.
You know your history. Most people don't grasp how long ago the war really was. It is an unusual situation, but... well, it's a private family matter. That's no concern of yours. Are we done?
I was intrigued by your theory about an ancient alien civilization.
Actually, it was my father's theory. Now proven beyond, there aren't many.
You have proof?
Enough to satisfy me. He only made a single, but he brought back millennia old, and yet disturbing.
I wanted to ask you about something else.
All right.
Quite a place you've got here. Amazing that it survived the war.
Thank you. I try not... It hasn't been... Was there anything else?
What's going on at that old insane asylum?
I carry out some of my research there.
The more I know, the better I'll be at my job.
Well, I suppose that may be true. My father is confined in Parsons. For his own safety and everyone else's. He became dangerously unstable after handling an ancient artifact he found in Arabia. I've spent my life trying to figure out how to cure him. Are we done?
I've got to get going.
All right.
Given the current state of the Commonwealth, the cleanliness of this location is quite unusual. I don't like the look of this place one bit.
I hope you're buying. Even a girl with an arsenal full of weapons needs to make a living after all.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
A gun for every occasion.
Means a lot to me that you made the library a safer place. Thanks again. Now you're here to trade.
I'll take a look, sure.
Cash or trade? Let's get started.
Toss out the troublemakers. Keep that in mind.
Yes?
Huh?
My client appreciates the work you did with his rat problem. Now, if you're buying, let's hear what you want.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Don't have more than you can handle.
Charlie.
You're becoming quite a regular. Well, the beer still tastes the same. Like shit.
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! This gal wants a word.
Something I can do for you, gorgeous?
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Emma Jean? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Are you a friend of hers?
She's missing, and her family's worried about her.
Oh, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seemed like a body that could use looking after.
I just need to know where she is.
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Imogene, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible.
Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this lady here was just looking for Imogene. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Imogene was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
Yeah?
Enjoy your stay.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
I'm just looking for Imogene Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Imogene is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
Her family's worried about her.
You can tell them that she's fine. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
I'm going to see her, one way or another. Your choice.
One way or another, we're going to see her.
Wow. You went right to throwing your weight around. I thought we were friends. If you want to see her so bad, don't let me stand in your way. Here, I'll unlock the door for you.
I hope you decide to become one of the pillars of the community.
Listening to a performance here would have been extraordinary.
She's all yours, neighbor.
You must be Imogene.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment.
I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society. Back when there was any.
What happens if you don't get more serum?
Oh, I don't think we need to worry about that. I've gone without a treatment much longer before with no lasting effect.
Actually, there's only one vial of the serum left. Raiders got the rest.
I'd better get home before Mother convinces Jack that she needs all of it. That he could still be such a mama's boy at his age is ridiculous. I'm so disappointed in Thomas. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we came here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Your boyfriend Thomas was a real charmer.
I was done with him. And he shouldn't have locked me in here. Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
Hey.
Go ahead. I know this may sound like a strange question, but tell me, what do you think about Scribe Halen?
Scribe Halen? Why? Is something wrong with her?
No, not at all. Halen's doing well. I simply wanted to talk to you about her, but I wanted to know what you thought of her first.
I don't think I know her well enough to give you a military evaluation.
That's a shame. Perhaps you should spend more time working with her then. She's a model soldier. But I wasn't looking for an evaluation of her performance as a scribe. I wanted to know what you thought of Halen as a person.
As a person? It's not like you to ask me something like that.
No, it's not. The truth is, I'm worried about her. Since you and I are getting along so well, I felt like I could confide in you about it, to get your honest opinion.
Sure. Tell me what's on your mind.
Let me start from the beginning. A few months before you found us, one of my men was shot multiple times by raiders. Halen stayed by that knight's side for 2 days straight, without sleep, fighting to keep him alive. But he was on a slow decline. I decided that his suffering needed to end, and ordered Halen to administer an overdose of painkillers, so he could die with dignity. Even though I'm certain she wanted to continue fighting for that knight's life. She injected him without question.
Are you asking me whether or not I approve?
Of course not. I stand by every order I've ever given. That soldier was gravely wounded. Even if, by some miracle, he happened to survive, he would have been paralyzed for life. But the decision whether or not to ease that soldier's suffering isn't the point here. The point is what happened later that same evening. Halen approached me while I was on watch. She didn't say a word, but I could tell something was wrong. After what felt like an eternity, she collapsed into my arms, crying. I didn't know what to do, so I just held her for a while. A few minutes later, she stopped, kissed me on the cheek, and simply said, "Thank you," before heading back into the police station. Right then it hit me. Maybe I pushed her too hard. I ordered her to ignore her instincts, to do something her medical training told her was wrong. That's why I'm worried about her, and for that matter, everyone under my command.
This isn't really about Halen, is it?
No, I guess it isn't. Look, 4 soldiers. Over half of my team are gone. Each one of them died because of decisions that I made. I understand the risks that come with the job. We all do. But how can anyone have confidence in me anymore? Hell, how can I have confidence in myself?
The way you held Halen tells me that you care about them. And they care about you.
I never thought of it that way. Well, it looks like things have taken a turn. I signed up to be your sponsor, so I teach you everything that I know. But it looks like I'm the one that needed the lesson today. All joking aside, I'm pleased that we had this discussion. And with all the problems you're facing, you still took the time to listen. It's comforting to know that I can speak to you as more than just your commanding officer.
I'm glad that it's made you feel better, Dance.
More than you realize. Anyway, thanks for letting me get that off my shoulders. I think it's been weighing on me more than I realized. I'm only sorry you had to see me at my worst, instead of at my best.
Next time you want to talk to me about yourself, try and be a little more upfront about it.
I apologize for that. I've never had anyone who actually cared how I felt, so I have a difficult time opening up. Anyway, thanks for letting me get that off my shoulders.
I'm here anytime you need me, Dance.
Good. I may take you up on that someday. Anyway, thanks for letting me get that off my shoulders. I think it's been weighing on me more than I realized.
Does this mean you'd be there to hold me if I ever needed it?
I don't know. I never thought you'd ask me something like that. It would depend on the circumstances, but I suppose we'll just have to see what happens when the time comes. Anyway, thanks for letting me get that off my shoulders. I think it's been weighing on me more than I realized. I'm only sorry you had to see me at my worst, instead of at my best. Interesting. This area is devoid of the usual grime and debris.
You should talk to Brother Thomas about how to join our movement.
Hi.
We don't have anything to talk about.